guys, where did you go? Yeah. Mary wants to major in communications and media. Her most favorite sport volleyball memory is the AC camps her junior year, or spilling popcorn all over the floor during the varsity match her sophomore year. Miriam says an interesting fact about her is she is a baller at grip sticking. Good job, Miriam. Our second singer tonight is number 2, Anaya Kennedy. Anaya has been on varsity for the last 4 years. She's being walked out tonight by Geronda Cooks and Donald Kennedy. Anaya wants to go to Ball State University, and her favorite volleyball memory is winning DAC freshman and junior year, and then going to Beyond Boundaries camp and team dinners. An interesting fact about Anaya is that she makes wonderful animal noises. Good job, Anaya. Our third senior tonight is number 7, Leslie Marshall. Leslie has also been on varsity for the past 4 years. She's been walked out tonight by her parents, Chris and Caroline Marshall. Leslie is undecided on where she's going to college right now, but she definitely wants to major in nursing. Her favorite volleyball memory is team dinners and all the team bonding that she has done throughout the years. Number 5, an interesting fact about Leslie is she won state for gymnastics, and she's a very good juggler. Good job, Leslie. Our fourth singer we want to honor tonight is Macy Brzezinski. Macy's been on varsity for the past 3 years. She's being walked up tonight by her parents, Adam and Melissa Brzezinski. Macy's unsure of where she's going to college, but she wants to major in sports broadcasting, film production, or marketing. Her favorite memory was the volleyball team dinners, playing, and playing just dance. An interesting fact about Macy is that she won 3 dance scholarships and met Abby Lee Miller. Good job, Macy. The last but not least senior we're honoring tonight is Legacy Thomas, number 9. Legacy's been on varsity for the past 3 years, and she's being walked out tonight by Marky Schreiber and Marilyn Zell. Legacy's unsure where she's going to college, but she wants to be a flight attendant. Favorite volleyball memories are team dinners and dance parties at Ace's house. An interesting fact about Legacy is that she met Miley Cyrus 2 times. Good job, Legacy. We will have more senior night fun after the match tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Slicer Gym. Don Varda along with Cole Raymond. It is senior night here tonight, Cole. It's an absolutely beautiful night outside, but even a more beautiful night inside. And you know, we know a lot of these players, and you know all of them, but when you talk about 5 seniors who have contributed to this program and contributed to this school academically as student athletes, it'd be hard-pressed to get a better 5.
Yeah, I mean, just something that, I mean, they check all the boxes. Every single thing they do outside of the classroom, in the classroom. I mean, 5 really perfect seniors that really devoted everything they have into the sport, into everything they do. So, I mean, just a great group of tonight on senior night.
No question, and I know quite a few of them, and you know, you look at Miriam Dory, you look at Anaya, you know, great parents. Macy, great parents. Tell us about Leslie Marshall and Legacy Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, just people that kind of been, Leslie Marshall started as a freshman, played as a freshman, grew up kind of just living and dying the LaPorte volleyball way, and Legacy Thomas the same way, kind of didn't come in really known, and then she really came on late. And, I mean, just 2 hardworking people that just one of the best for a program.
LaPorte comes in at 15-11, 6-4 in the DAC. They're 10-4 at home this year. City comes in at 2-17. City's 0-10 in the DAC. And Cole, we were talking a little bit about it before we went on the air tonight. This LaPorte team was very, very powerful last year.
Yeah, I mean, 29-3. 29-3 overall record, and all 3 of those losses came to Munster. 14-0 in the DAC champs. I mean, they ran over everybody except with Munster on their jersey. So coming in, and that was a fully loaded junior-senior squad. Sort of similar to this team, but we have a lot more sophomores that play. But, I mean, a fully loaded team. I mean, we had Paige Conklin, who had offers to go play at Purdue, and she obviously didn't. And then with Anaya Kennedy, in the big gun in the middle. So, I mean, LaPorte was absolutely loaded last year, and kind of more of a down year, as you can call, but still, I mean, 15-11 is a pretty solid year. Yeah,
it is a good year, and the girls have definitely worked hard. And like you mentioned, you lost a tremendous amount of talent to graduation off that team last year.
Tons. I mean, basically everyone on the floor was a senior. So, I mean, it's very tough, like being so good, and then kind of rebuilding. Like Coach Ramirez kind of fell into that role. It's kind of more of like a rebuilding year, even though you just want every year to be win.
All right, we're going to enjoy our national anthem, and then we'll be back with the action right here on the Slicer Network.
And goal for Slicer. It is very important that we have the responsibility of the goals throughout the abuse of language or facility not 27 for now welcome that IHSA. That's important to student athletes, coaches, officials, and fellow trainers and deserve. Cooperation is appreciated. More than that. At this time, to honor our country and our flag, we'll have the playing of our national anthem. Now, team number 14, goes to Michigan City Wolves. Number 1, Gillian Davies. Number 2, Sarah Van Buster. Number 3, Abby Bartlett. Number 4, Dominic Morales. Number 5, Emma Mark.
Michigan City players being announced right now, as all the players will on the floor here at senior night. And, LaPorte, let's talk a little bit about their sectional they have coming up here in a couple days. It's a very competitive sectional, and it's not an easy sectional.
No, and I mean, really coming in with all this year. I mean, you find it hard to find a really easy sectional. Coming in, I mean, obviously kind of more of a down year like I was coming to earlier, but still pretty solid. So, I mean, LaPorte coming in, I mean, they got some tough opponents, but I still think they're the favorites to come out.
Miriam Dory, Nia Kennedy, Macy Merzinski. Girls going out and giving T-shirts away to their families and friends. Anaya giving one to her grandpa there, Rollin Butler, tremendous tennis player, and just a tremendous person for her to have as a grandfather and her grandma. I know both of them very well. They're just tremendous people in this community, and they've supported her at 130%. Butch Nedza, the PA announcer, he used to dribble the ball up and down this floor back in the day. Mr. Gilliland's here tonight. It is senior night. LaPorte has a nice crowd on hand of their student section, and a lot of these girls, Allie Bender, and you see their friends are all here to support the girls, and so they break out of the huddle and getting ready for some volleyball. Of course, Anaya Kennedy going to play at Ball State. Right now I think that's the plan for her in college, and that's very exciting for her.
Yeah, I mean, a Division I athlete, and then maybe some of you guys look at Ball State like Ball State, but I mean, Ball State's nationally ranked in the top 25. I mean, they're a powerhouse when it comes to women's volleyball. So, I mean, a great program to go her, and hopefully she succeeds at the highest level there.
Yeah, I hear they're going to redshirt her the first year and let her, put on some muscle and do some work, and then get in there and play. And it's very difficult when you go from the high school level to that college level, and you're playing, that top 20 in women's volleyball. You're playing big-time players.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing with a bunch of Anayas. Like, you're coming around, like, you're getting the best of the best all coming together in one. And, I mean, it's the same way college to the pros. Like, it's every step you just keep getting the more better and the more slimmer that few get, so everyone just keeps getting better and better. And that just makes it so tough just to keep going through the ranks.
Absolutely. It's so tough to win a point. The margin of error is so – you just have to be so sharp with everything you do. Okay, I think we're just waiting for the officials to get everything ready here. And we're going to get started. Looks like Macy Merzinski is setting up to serve.
LaPorte starting all 5 seniors tonight.
A little discussion there with Coach Jim Kaufman of Michigan City. LaPorte is coached by Jessica Ramirez. And the ball is thrown out on the court, and Macy Merzinski is going to serve for the Slicers. Slicers hosting Michigan City on senior night. City to serve their first time of the evening. That ball was out. Kill attempt by Miriam Dory. Goes a little bit wide left, and City takes a 2-0 lead. Back when Marquette won all their state championships in volleyball, they changed the way you did the scoring. So if you won the point you would then have control of the ball, but you couldn't get a point unless you served for it. And now they make the scoring faster. There's a point given on every play. That was a nice, simple move by Legacy Thomas for LaPorte. Miriam serves it out. Girls are a little energized and pumped up, hitting that ball hard down there.
Yeah, slow start for the Slicers, but should get her back in there. As LaPorte goes down 1-4 here early in this match.
That ball is out. Nia Kennedy on the kill attempt. Got set up a little bit short, and Nia not able to go up. You know, one of the things too with her, Cole, is, you know, just that tremendous jumping ability she has. I mean, she was in one of these camps, and I don't know if it was 34 or 35-inch vertical. She had a T-shirt on that said what the amount was, and that was a standing leap, you know, without even running, jumping straight up in the air.
She has all-world bounce. Like, I feel like I'm pretty sure she can touch rim, and I mean, being her size, and she would have been a D1 basketball player. So it's kind of like, like you said, she could have been a D1 tennis player. Like, so she could have been D1 in a lot of sports, and just the size and just like what she can do athletically. I mean, it doesn't walk down the halls very often.
True. City gives it back over. 6-3 LaPorte.
LaPorte's off to a slow start, but all it's expected to do to come back, get into it, and then take care of business.
Nice shot there by City on the little tap play. That set again to Anaya wasn't quite sharp enough for her to jump up in a regular motion and kill it.
Yeah, usually she comes down the middle, so she's playing a wing out there. Just, maybe something new for Coach Ramirez kind of designed up, but.
And that's the play where she's so powerful coming from the side there and having that long cross-court corner to hit that ball in.
Really unstoppable. I mean, you look at your coach, the opponent, and you're like, Coach, what do you want me to do? That's the kind of kill.
Yeah, and it's also too, that ball's coming a lot harder at you when you're on that floor. It doesn't look so hard probably on TV, but that ball's coming.
Yeah, just like everything really. I mean, TV does it justice compared to what it's actually doing in real life.
Slicers serving at 6-7. First set. Oh, we hit it in the net, and City will have the ball. Little miscommunication there, and City handled that well on defense, so Cole. Miriam had that nice kill attempt into the corner. They were able to get the ball back up in the air, get the ball back in play.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, Michigan State was 2-17, 0-10 the DAC, but I mean, you got to give them credit. I mean, they're hitting it and forcing LaPorte to make plays that they're just not making right now.
Summer McGee serves it out for City. LaPorte with the serve again. Leslie Marshall. Nice shot again by Miriam. Gives LaPorte the serve again.
Yeah, and LaPorte just really has to focus on the little things, I think. You don't got to go really into your bag and dig deep and try to dial everything up. Just play the game, go to the fundamentals, and then it would take care of business.
I think you're exactly right. Legacy Thomas on the block for the Slicers. Macy Mrzinski serving again for LaPorte. Nice action there. A nice defense to get up by Michigan City and block that ball. Miriam struck it pretty hard. They got it back in the court.
Yeah, great block.
Ruling there by the official, giving City the point. Danielle Frickel serving for Michigan City. Boy, another nice shot. Miriam's getting the ball tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, LaPorte settling an 11-11 game. Sets you got to have.
That was smooth.
LaPorte, you kind of see the nerves kind of get out, the senior night emotions come out, and LaPorte really trying to dial back. And really, I think the goal was just to roll through tonight and just get ready for the next game. But LaPorte already looking like their normal selves here.
That's almost just automatic, there's nothing they're going to do about that. It'd be impossible to even have a play in the right spot there. Have a player get that ball.
Looks like that ball went in the hallway.
Caden Bornell comes in. Miriam comes out for the Slicers. LaPorte ball, Michigan City player in the net. Legacy Thomas serving for LaPorte. Bella Meyer with a real good block on that play of a pretty good setup by City. Slicers 15-12, and we're in the first set. Not sure what happened on that play, if number 5 stepped over the line or what that call was.
Yeah, I think Madison, I think you're not allowed to cross that line. It's almost like an invisible line, and the ref just called it, I guess. That's what I think.
Nice looking kill there by Anaya. Look at that hair, man. That is some beautiful hair. That's something else.
She's rocking it. It's all about rocking it. You got to go with it and just go with it, and don't really care what anyone says. Just rock it. Man, City just staying with it.
City fighting hard. That ball was called in. You know, Naya's on our screen there, and she's on our tennis team, and she is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. You know, she is just the sweetest person. She'll do anything to help anybody. She's very friendly, just a super nice person. That's going to be out. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's where kind of an eye on that back door, that lob set. Yeah, really couldn't have designed it much better.
Another violation call against the Slicers.
Poor not catching too many breaks tonight.
City serving again, trailing 18-15. Emma Haring serving for the Wolves.
Some fire on that one, just sailed too far out of bounds.
Neither team able to get anything set nicely on that play. Macy Morzinski back on the floor. Kate Buckley takes a break. But they really use Miriam a lot on that left side.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where she lives, kind of her bread and butter. And I mean, LaPorte has really nice options. Really everything going through Bellamai, their setter, and either go Anaya when she's in the game plan front row, or Miriam on the left side.
Danielle Frickel serving again for City.
Lefty.
Nice shot there by the Slicers. Thomas on the kill.
LaPorte's been effective tonight, going right down the middle. I mean, with Anaya and Legacy, kind of that 1-2 punch down the middle.
It's a nice play by Legacy. Nice athletic play. You could tell Anaya is always thinking, sometimes she tips the ball with her fingers, sometimes she slams it, she's trying different angles, she's thinking a lot.
Teardrop, lay it in, stuff like that.
That was the teardrop right there. Great shot by Anaya. (23-18) Slicers. Legacy Thomas. We've been a little bit off tonight. I thought the beginning was kind of shaky, then it got a little bit better, but we've had a few communication gaps.
Yeah, LaPorte not really looking very sharp. I mean, especially kind of tournament come around, you don't really want to see it, but maybe just we rise to the competition, so who knows. I'm sure Coach Ramirez is not too happy with this start.
Substitute in, Macy comes out. Kate Buckley returns. Meyer serves, and that is going to be the first set. (25-19), LaPorte wins the first set. We will be back right after these words. You're watching high school volleyball on the Slicer Television Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is
All right, Don Varda back with Cole Raymond at Slicer Gym. The girls win the first match 25-19, and we were ready for the second match on senior night. And while we take a few minutes, Cole, give us the cross-country update. What do you got coming up this weekend, and how's the team doing? What do we have to look forward to? Tell us what's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we're ranked number 1 right now, and I mean we're not even at full strength, so that should tell us the story in the semi-state. We have conference this weekend. I'm looking to win number 6, my 6th individual conference title. So aside of that, I mean, really should be a breeze. Actually, we're supposed to go 1-2-3, and that LaPorte's never done that. They've never went 1-2. So we're supposed to go 1-2-3. So one of the best teams we've had on paper. Probably the second greatest team we've ever had, so really excited for it.
So this is a legit team this year.
Yeah, we're for real, especially our 1-2-3. We have a top 5 1-2-3 punch in the state, so that just put that into perspective.
That is fantastic. Conference is at Valpo this Saturday.
Yep, Sunset Hills.
Sunset Hills.
9:30.
City to serve. Nice way to start the second game. Macy Merzinski's going to serve for LaPorte. And a nice kill made there by Charlotte Bartlett. Charlotte Bartlett of City with the kill. Great set and a great kill from Legacy Thomas.
I'm glad LaPorte's playing the seniors, kind of on senior night, really getting some good memories, especially Legacy. Someone that might necessarily, this could be it for volleyball career, so get memories like this that could last time. I mean, she could tell her kids someday, so it's always good to have memories like that.
Nice serve by Miriam. Paige Burton serves it into the net for the Wolves. Thomas serving for LaPorte.
Much better start for the Slices here than first set.
Yeah, I feel like they're getting into it a little bit, and boy, a good job by City to get that ball back in play.
Smooth. Oh. Looks like City's calling an early timeout here.
City is taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Slicer's up 7-2 in game 2. You're watching the Slicer Television Network. All right, back here, live action tonight. Slicers on a little bit of a run here, 7-2, game 2. And another ace.
And this is kind of what we expected coming into the game. LaPorte really showing our cards and really being dominant.
Well, that was a nice set on the run, you know.
Yeah, I mean, plays at LaPorte. I mean, really practicing all the time and really getting the hang of it. I mean, they're really starting to come together and look smooth.
Naya just has a lot of experience, you know. I mean, she got a little bit of luck there. The ball hit the net and went over, but she just you know, she's traveled all over the country. She's been to every major camp there is you can think of, and she just plays like she's been there and done it before.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it takes too. I mean, nowadays, I mean, if you don't go to these certain camps, or I mean, even if you put in a certain work, I mean, only talent can take you so far. So I mean, nowadays especially, I mean, if you're not going to these marquee camps to put your name out there, I mean, even if you're all world, I mean, it's very tough. I mean, unless you're the elite of the elite, unless you're the LeBron James, Tom Brady. I mean, not even Tom Brady coming out, but like a LeBron James. But I mean, you got to go to these, and I mean, that's what she's been doing.
LaPorte up 13-3. Myers serving for the orange and black. Ball State's going to like that.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, especially with the hard work ethic. I mean, there's no reason she can't be the best player on the team.
Jim Kaufman there on the sidelines coaching that Michigan City team up. Nice block by the Slicers.
Michigan City just can't get anything going, especially offensively.
Nice play there by Michigan City, getting the kill. You know, when Marquette, you know, we used to do like 10 Michigan City events and 10 LaPorte events, and we would do volleyball, and Marquette volleyball had that great run where they probably won, you know, 4 out of 6 state championships in a row, and we went down to state every year and did those games live on the internet. And they were actually live on our channel. I don't know what we did. We streamed them back, and we'd go down the night before, and Marquette would just win championship after championship, and they were all playing dunes and all that, and they had a lot of talented girls. They were in Class 1A, and they were a powerhouse. But I'll never forget, they went to a Game 5 with a school, and they were down 14-9. They had 5 championship points in the 5th set, and Marquette came back and won that set and won that championship. And at that level, even though it was 1A, it's really good volleyball, and to have a team be down 5 championship points and come back and win that, I've never seen anything like that in volleyball.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows resilience. I mean, really guys that have like kind of ice in their veins, kind of the term that they say, and I mean. Absolutely. And quick question, did they just have a coach or something, why they're so dominant?
They had a great coach. And all the things that all the girls do. You talked about Anaya traveling. These girls are all playing dunes volleyball. These girls are all, dedicated to volleyball, and they have been for years. And Marquette definitely had that. And they had a tremendous coaching staff that was very knowledgeable. And I like that phrase you used too, ice in their veins, because as I watched that, we were cheering for them. I was a nervous wreck, but they never were. I mean, you could tell, those girls on that floor, they knew their job, and they did it.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell looking at certain people not only in life, but, I mean, just in life. And you can just tell when the moment's there. Some people are supposed to be there and some people aren't. And I'm sure they all had it. And I'm sure, like, being a really good for a really long time, and I think I'm very big on culture, 5-star culture. I'm a big Iowa State Cyclone fan. Football, Matt Campbell, he's super big on that 5-star culture, and I mean, I'm probably sure they had one of the best. And I mean, similar to LaPorte baseball, I mean, when they had Ken Schreiber, I mean, how good they were. And like, my dad grew up playing for him. He never won a state title, but he just said, I mean, you respected them, you not necessarily liked them, but man, you believed it and you played. He said, we were talking about it last night, he said you play for them for one reason, to win a state title. And just if you have that kind of sense of arrogance and that just like, we're going to win, we're going to beat you, you know what, it just shows something that I'm sure like similar teams, and not a lot of teams can say that.
I agree, and they taught those kids to win, and you were expected to win, and Schreiber won all those state championships and the national championship, and Coach Leroy did the same thing on the tennis team when they won that state championship. But those teams were dominant, man. They were winning sectionals and regionals and semi-states, and it was the culture that you said. It was it was a disciplined culture that I think, we've gotten away from a little bit, in the 2020s.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some teams are just, they cheer like, how much talent can we put on the team? I mean, like, looking at some movies, like, some of my favorite movies of all time, like Miracle, the hockey movie, talking about taking a bunch of college guys and you beat a Russian team at the time. I mean, they beat the NHL All-Stars. I mean, and they lived by culture. Coach Herb Brooks, I mean, he's one of my favorite characters ever, and he was real life. And just like, I feel like nowadays we kind of get away from that, and it's all about how much talent can we put on a team, how much guys, but it's not really the team or how 5 guys play. And I mean, it's similar to all sports, and you see the really great teams, they might not be the greatest talented teams. Every once in a while, you just get 5 people that are just amazing. But
yeah,
the great teams they got people that come together. I mean, you don't even have to like each other necessarily, but they come together and they believe and they work together as a squad. I mean, that's just something that really incredible, and that shows really the great teams. And you kind of just sense it going into places in any sport, really, coming in and watching. I mean, you'd realize they're great teams just by how they warm up, how they do everything, and just how they handle their business. And I mean, I personally believe that's what a great team's all about.
Oh, no question about it. And it's fun to see. It's fun to see teams rise up, especially when they're the underdog, and they get momentum going, they get their heart going, and then they achieve outside of their body experiences. They perform. Nobody's expecting them to win. They're not supposed to win, and then they show up and win a championship, and it's a lot of heart, man. It's that desire to never quit.
Exactly. I mean, really build on hard work, build on having heart. Like, I mean, sometimes it's all about just having heart. You got to have people that they're not quitters. I mean, people that will die. Like I know you talk about all the time in class. Like, you can't have quitters like on tennis. I mean, if you got a bunch of people, maybe even less talented, but man, all they want to do is work hard, and they want to give every single thing, dose of ounce they have. I mean, that just shows that's what teams are about. That's what sport is about.
It reminds me of the first year, you know, at LaPorte when I took the boys team the first year, and it was a young team, and we were real inexperienced, and that team went 3-19, and we tried. You know, I knew about the 5th match. We weren't going to win a match the whole year, but we started to get to work and started to change the culture and started to work hard, and then those boys come back and lose to these teams, and then they come back and win that sectional, and they dumped a big Gatorade thing on me, and that was just a bunch of boys who weren't really tennis players, but they were fighters, man.
Yeah.
And they come up and win that sectional.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, a bunch of fighters that want to win. And that's like sports. Like, that's what's something about, like, maybe sport, it's just different. I mean, it's about guys, like you said, man. It's all about the hard work, and it's all about people that want to win.
All right. Slicers win Game 2. We'll be back with Game 3 in just a moment.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Don Varda back with Cole Raymond. Look at that, Cole. Beautiful shot of our players there. Lifelike figures of Anaya, Miriam. That is pretty sweet when you got a student body holding up that.
Yeah, I mean, you just hear a chance from LaPorte. I mean, LaPorte's not always been known to have the best student section in the world, so, I mean, it's fun to see people out here cheering on the volleyball team on senior night. With high school sports, that's what it's all about.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, our boys tennis team will have the first round of the sectionals. LaPorte plays Marquette. City will play New Prairie. And then on Thursday, the winner of those matches will play for the sectional championship.
How's it looking for you guys?
It's looking good.
Expecting sectional
Yeah, I think
title?
we have a real good shot, and I think we have a real good opportunity to be competitive in the regional, too. I think we have a shot at the regional.
And obviously St. Joe's in that regional too.
St. Joe is in it, Penn's in it, and I don't know who's going to come out of the Portage. It could be Chesterton again. Chesterton has 2 players with ligament damage, though they lost 2 of their top players, which is unfortunate for Coach Bohr, because I'm a big fan of his, and I hope they do well. But Chesterton or Crown Point could come out of that sectional, so I don't know who's. You figure Penn's going to come out, St. Joe's going to come out, and then whoever comes out of that sectional in that Portage area will be in our LaPorte regional. Without injuries, you would think it would be Chesterton for sure, but now with 2 of his guys out, you don't know what's going to happen.
So then let's say you win regionals, pull out. I mean, you pull some, have some Coach Varda magic. You pull out of your sleeve. Who would you look at? Semi-state at Carmel maybe, or is it?
Yeah, last time we went to Culver Academy, so we played Carmel. They moved that around a little bit. The Indiana High School Coaches Association meets every year, and with the IHSAA, and they try to give you a little variety. I don't personally believe Carmel should be coming up to Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
I
agree.
The year we went to the semi-state, we were down to the final, 8 teams, and we drew Carmel, and we lost 5-0, but then everybody lost 5-0 to them. So I was kind of wanted to play, like the number 5, 6, or 7 seed, just to see how good we were.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because when you play Carmel, everybody loses 5-0, so we don't. Where were we in that? And I never got to find that out.
Exactly. I mean, were you guys second? Were you guys the 8th best team in that semi-state? So yeah. I mean, that's a very good point. I mean, you got to play the top dog, and I mean, Carmel every year is really devastating.
And they're winning everything. They're winning it in swimming. They're winning it in everything. I think their tennis teams have won like 28 out of the last 32 state championships.
But when you're as big as them and they're pulling from everyone. It feels like, and that's the biggest school in the state. I mean, you kind of expect that though from them. So
yeah, you do. I do also want to congratulate, Liam Wolf and Quentin Spears, DAC champion MVPs of the DAC
MVP?
this year.
That's awesome. I mean,
undefeated in DAC play.
Yeah, I mean, that gives me chills right there. LaPorte just racking up DAC MVPs.
And those, in tennis, your number 1 singles and your number 1 doubles can move on even if your team doesn't. And, I, of course, want our team to, but if we don't, I really feel like we have an opportunity for those boys to make a run this year.
You thinking semi-state champs, state champs?
I'd like to see them get out of the regional, get to that semi-state. You never know with the draw. And, these powerhouse teams like Carmel, their team, when your team moves on, you don't go into the individual tournament.
Okay.
But at the end, let's say Carmel goes all the way, and then the week after the team tournament is the individual. So let's say Carmel's number 1 doubles team would win that state championship, then that number 1 doubles team would come out and enter the individual doubles tournament. So you wouldn't get you still could play them.
Yes, I mean, but you don't have to play Carmel at a semi-state.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Slicers ramping it up. Bellemeyer serving 7-4. Game 3. Slicers leads 2-0. They win game 1, 25-19. They win game 2, 25-10. Good hustle by the Slicers. We want to thank our crew tonight: Jake Ellis on camera, Isaac Cheesem, Grant Godwin, Chase Albert, Mitchell Moss directing the program. I kind of always feel bad for Chase and Grant Godwin, because they're trying to do better in the NFL picks than I do, and they just can't. We've been correct every week this year so far.
Well, not me. I mean, maybe you, but I'm dead last in our rankings. I'm always pulling for the upsets. I said the Eagles, Jalen Hurts is going to go off, and then Dak does his thing in Dallas. I mean, not a very big Dallas Cowboys fan, so.
I think Chase might be perfect so far this season.
I don't know. He always talks. He always comes in there Tuesday morning. If I mess up, he'll let me know right away. So. Yeah. You see, nice play right there. See Grant Godwin already in the student section. He knows camera 3's down there already hyping the student section up.
He's trying to get some TV time, isn't he?
He loves it. He's looking right now. He was dying to come on here. And now it's the game.
Great point here. City going to be real happy watching that film and that defensive effort on those 2 blocks on Miriam on that corner.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what you design up and kind of what you're hoping for.
Emma Barden's going to serve for City. Miriam feeling it tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, she's got some bunnies off that left wing.
(13-7). Leslie serving for the Slicers. Fans really starting to enjoy this, Our student section's having a lot of fun. City really making a gallant effort, and I think they're feeling a little frustration because they're really fighting hard, but not getting a lot to show for it.
Yeah, not a lot of results for City, and you can tell they're giving everything they have. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is one of the best games they've probably played all year, and I mean, they not really have the effort or the scoreboard to show it. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough for them.
Miriam got that swag going on tonight, dude. Right after she hits that kill, she's shaking her head like, let's do this again.
Yeah.
City's going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 18-7, Game 3, Slicer Network. Boy, this is a heck of a service game for LaPorte.
Yeah, I mean, LaPorte's rolling, especially these last 7-8 points, just killing it.
That'll do it. Slicers win the match, winning Game 3 at 25-7. And it was fun, you know, when they introduced the girls tonight on senior night, they talked about, you know, your favorite thing, you know, spending time with the girls, making the friendships, going to dinner together, that companionship that they have. And it's just something really special. And you know, as you know, someone who's competed at varsity athletics your whole career here, you know, the friendships you make. And we know a lot of these girls and we're in class with them and stuff, but they just have super relationships.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. I mean, life's all about relationships. I mean, growing up, you get all these certain just get stuff. I mean, these are friends for life. I mean, some of them are just best friends on the team. These are honestly friends for life, and that's what it's all about.
All right, that's going to conclude our coverage tonight from Slicer Gym. Mitchell Moss directed the program. Our camera operators were Jake Ellis, Isaac Cheesem, Grant Godwin, Chase Alber, Cole Raymond. Always good to see you, my friend. Yeah. Good luck at DAC.
Yeah, thank you.
Go get them. For all of us here at LaPorte Slicer Network, this is Don Varda saying so long. Slicers win on senior night, 3-0.